on this one. As here he comes to kick it. And he's got it in the air. He's got it pretty deep. And he's got it to Jenkins at the goal line, which took a step in the back.
Yeah, the momentum carried him into the end zone on that one.
So,
while they're switching out really quickly, Joe, I want to recognize I just saw a group of Dobyns-Bennett football players and students come in with their maroon on. We talked during football or basketball season about how there's that the friendly rivalry between Dobyns-Bennett and Gate City. It looks like the Dobyns-Bennett contingent has shown up tonight to cheer on the Blue Devils over Sullivan South.
It is
good to see.
It's a packed house here, folks. Gate City comes out. They're in the tee, and they're going to give, and it's going to be it's going to be a pass. It's going to be intercepted, he's crossed across the field, and he's going to be tackled by Reed. Number 25, Damian McLean, jumped in front and got the ball. Big interception in Gate City territory. Kind of got me tongue-tied there for a minute. But anyway, he returned it all the way down to the 8-yard line.
That was an impressive interception. He kind of had to reach behind him to catch it, and it was a great play.
If anybody's familiar with the old tee, that was basically 34 pass. He was trying to hit Blanton in the flats, and again, jumped in front of it. Great play by South. First turnover of the night for the Blue Devils. As they're going to come up to the line, give it to Reed for Sullivan South. He's going to drive all the way down to about the 3-yard line. Second down and goal from about the 3.5, maybe 4-yard line. 4:20 left, and Sullivan South in business once again. Again in the pistol, and almost a fumble as Bergeron's got the ball. He's going to go around the side, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Sullivan South. There's actually a mix-up on the play. Bergeron pulled it and went around the right-hand side from about 3 yards out. So the sophomore, number 7, Ethan Bergeron, gets a touchdown. It's 20-6, 4:05 left here in the first quarter.
Joe, this is definitely not what Gate City wanted. They're going to have to find a way to slow down this juggernaut here.
And the point is up, and point is good, 21-6 South. We'll take a quick break, come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
America's ingenuity in medicine advanced the world. Premier Pharmacy's innovation has changed the profession. At Premier Pharmacy, what we create is personal. For our patients, one size doesn't fit all. So let the grocery stock your food. Let the retail chains print your photos. Let the supercenters sell you shampoo. At Premier Pharmacy, we'll make your medicine. For more information, call 423-245-1022 or visit rxpremier.com.
And we are back here before a packed house at Legion Field. Gate City just turned the ball over, though, in their own territory, gave South an 8 yards to cover, and they did. Bergeron goes in the end zone. 21-6 right now, Sullivan South with the lead. Chris, be interested in the mindset. Does the mindset of a 1-9 group from last year start to set in, or does the new spirit that we've got or shown this year, the fight, do we take it back to South here this early in the ball game?
Well, Gate City has shown South what they can do, running the ball. South has struck like lightning, but they really haven't put together a sustained drive yet. Of course, they haven't had to.
So, once again, number 1, Colby Light will be kicking off for South. Back deep again, Jenkins, Levi Roten, and Landon Blanton as he's going to try to get it in the end zone, and he does. Chris, we've faced 3 good kickers the last 3 weeks. Everybody that we've faced have been able to kick it out of the end zone. And talking about the kicking game for South, I saw him make a few from the 30 and the 40 range. So, again, South pretty consistent with the kicking game as if it gets down close.
Well, South has a really good soccer program also, so I'm sure that feeds directly into football. Joe, really quickly, Ridgeview has scored. Adkins, imagine that, from 2 yards out. Extra point, no good, but they lead the Warriors 6-0.
As the snap in to Reed takes it. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to gain about 5, maybe 6 yards. So, again, going right at that front, that huge front of South. They've had success with that the first drive, Maybe they just got to be able to make sure that they can sustain it.
Right.
3:42 left in the quarter.
Let's see how they can respond on this. Reed's back in the shotgun. Takes it himself, pulls it down, carries it forward, close to the first down. We'll have to see where they spot it.
I believe he got the mark, and it is going to be first down Gate City from the 31-yard line. You know, we talked about that week 1 with Richlands, where Reed would be more of a kind of a useful tool in the running game. You didn't really see him run it last week very much. You know, I think probably maybe settling him down right now, getting him some carries, getting him into the flow of the game. So 3:13 left, and they've got the football. They're going to give it to Calhoun. Here comes Calhoun, breaking arm tackle 1, breaking arm tackle 2, breaking arm tackle 3, and he's up to the 45, 46-yard line as the senior went bumbling and stumbling. Chris, he kind of slapped the one just away like a flea.
I was getting ready to say, like a mosquito buzzing around his head. And, that was great.
And again, Lance Pollock was back there, and I could see his eyes from here when here he came. So
that's got to just be humiliating.
All right. So again, a little bit of life here from the Blue Devils. Reed will be in the shotgun. He's got Jenkins, and he's going to give him the ball. He's going to go left-hand side once again. Jenkins, if he can get on the corner, he doesn't this time. Great play by South. He came up there. That was number 21, Assam Munson, and
almost could have been a horse collar there, but I guess the referees know more than I do.
Second down and 10. You know, Chris, we are setting them up for a big bomb because now they're starting to play up on our receivers, try to cut that wide game off, and it's interesting to see if we exploit it. So Reed is under center, second down and 10 from the 46-yard line. As he's going to give it to DeAndre Mack, and he's going to rush up the middle. He's going to get about maybe 2 yards with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Big third down here for Gate City. Third down and 8 from their own 48-yard line. Gate City down 21-6 at this point. Darren Reed gives the play to Luke Reed, who comes in. DeAndre Mack comes out of the ball game. Into the ball game will be number 8, Jacob Strong. As they break the huddle, again, John Sally split right. You got Levi Roten and Calhoun in the backfield. Here comes motion. They're going to give it to Jenkins around the right-hand side, and he's got some room. He's to the 45, to the 40, down to about the 38-yard line of Sullivan South. Give him to the 37. Chris, that gear he's got, and he kicked it in there. He got on the corner and was able to create some problems. First down and 10, Gate City from the 37-yard line of Sullivan South.
South's really only stopped Jenkins one time on that play, and he still picked up a yard then. So the outside's working for Gate City. Of course, you give it to Calhoun up the middle. That's working also. They've got some options right now.
And over in the far right-hand side, you could see some lightning that just hit, and they are going to clear the field.
Joe, in Tennessee, it's 45 minutes. I'm not sure what the Virginia standards are.
So that was about, I could see when it hit to the right-hand side up towards, for folks that's familiar with Gate City, from the press box, you're looking at about towards Nicholsville, Snowflake area, off to the right-hand side. So first down and 10 for Gate City on the 37-yard line, of Sullivan South, as we are in a weather delay here from Legion Field. 1:22 left, first quarter, 21-6. Coach, how long is it? Okay. So court. All right, it's a 30-minute delay.
30-minute delay.
So, with that said, tonight's show is going to be a little bit long and a little bit off the rails a little bit, but that's all right.
Well, I'm glad we're in the press box.
We're in the press box. Thank goodness we weren't at some of those other locations we were last year. So
that is true.
We'll take a quick break. We'll go through some of our commercials, and we'll get some scores coming through. And, again, we'll keep you posted. So stay with us here. 1:22 left in the first quarter as the weather delay has kicked in. Again, that was at 7:27, so we're looking at 7:57 at the earliest. So hopefully you'll stay with us. Again, 1:22 left here in the quarter. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
When it comes to health, it's personal. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine? Premier Pharmacy on Jack White Drive in Kingsport, where our solutions aren't cookie cutter. Each treatment is as unique as you are. With 25 years of creating personalized medicine, Premier Pharmacy puts you first. At Premier Pharmacy, you're a name, not a refill. Premier Pharmacy, Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
If you or a loved one is being discharged from the hospital and in need of rehabilitation, then look no further than Nova Health and Rehab, a 4-star facility in Weber City, Virginia. They offer a wide variety of services, including skilled nursing, physical, occupational, speech therapies, and outpatient services as well. Tell your doctor or case manager at the hospital that you want to go to Nova Health and Rehab Center, where you will find a home-like environment during your stay. Please call 276-477-5640. Again, that's 276-477-5640. Nova Health and Rehab is a Sabre Healthcare Group facility. Dedicated to a lifetime of serving others, Maria Colabro continues her pledge to help the residents of Scott County as she is running to become supervisor in District 2 this November. Proudly calling Scott County home all of her life, Maria has studied, worked, and gained valuable experiences by helping not only those in our area, but all across the country and even the world. Maria looks to put her wealth of knowledge and experience to work for Scott County to build infrastructure, create jobs, and help make Scott County a better place to live, work, and raise a family. This November, the candidate in District 2 you need to know is Colabro. Please follow her on Facebook and support her in the general election. Paid for by Maria Supervisor.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
And we're back here live from Legion Field in a weather delay. Again, lightning hit up to the right-hand side of the football field towards the Nicholsville Snowflake area. Again, we're under our weather weather warning, I guess. And, again, that came through about 7:25. So looking at a restart of 7:55 at the earliest.
Well, then they'll have to do a warm-up period also.
Yes, indeed. And, again, where we stopped at was 1:22 left in the quarter. Gate City had the ball first down and 10 on the Sullivan South 37-yard line. Chris, of course, I think this actually may bode well for Gate City. Let them get their breath for a second, go back in and say, okay, this is what we saw, because, again, they were hitting us quick. The mismatches on the left-hand side, were just, wow. What do you say about that? because he was untouched on those two, the 68 yards and 58 yards. Again, a running back that Cherokee kept in check. Again, nothing taken away from Boone or Granger, but they've already got 21 points. They scored 24 last week against Granger.
Well, once he made it into the Gate City secondary, there was really no one on him.
No.
So as soon as he's breaking through the offensive line or the defensive line, he's gone. So this does give Gate City a chance maybe to draw something up and work on getting some pressure over on that side.
Yeah, I believe Coach may be lining them up inside there and say, all right, when we see this and when we see that. Of course, they're not really doing anything to fool Gate City. Again, they're in the pistol. The quarterback is about 3 yards behind the center. The deep back is about 5 to 7 yards behind him. The tight end goes in motion. If it's going to the right, he's going right. If he's going left, and then even on the bobble down at the 3-yard line, again, Bergeron was able to just get the ball, went in, and followed his back. So, again, 21-6 is the score. Chris, do we have anything else that's come through?
We've got a few scores trickling in. Right now, as about like we expected, Tennessee High is up on Virginia High, 13-3. And I saw that, I've already mentioned Ridgeview has put 6 up on Wise Central and missed the extra point, so it's 6-0 there. And Pulaski all over Abingdon right now in the first quarter, 16-0. George Wythe up 14-0 on Marion.
So, again, some of those scores starting to come in. And we'll be interested to see about other weather delays, I believe, in watching the news from our friends at